Okay. All right. All right, guys. Good morning once again. So my name is Dari Adetunji, and we will be talking about risk management today. Talking about risk management, how you could trade successfully, risking just a little bit of your account, a little bit of your profit. Now, when you hear the word about this class would be an interactive class, so I would like you to say stuffs and comments in the class. So, risk management. Now, when you hear the word about risk management, what comes to your mind? Like, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Risk management. Anybody in the group? What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word risk management?
Risk to reward ratio.
Okay, risk to reward. Okay, somebody else?
Ratio.
How to minimize your losses.
Okay, how to minimize your losses. Okay, somebody else?
Ability
of what, sir?
The market.
Ability of what?
Of not exposing all your capital to the market.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Ability of not exposing all your capital to the market. Damlari, do you have any idea? Are you there? Okay, you're not there. All right. So now, when we're talking about risk management, we're talking about how to handle your risk, how to manage your risk and stuff. Even managing your risk too, in some aspects, you still have to check your trades sometimes, because I'm that kind of person. Even after using a proper risk management, a proper good risk reward to my trade, I still find myself checking my trade, looking if I'm in profit or loss. Yeah, I believe that is human nature or something. I think that's how we are all built or something. But have you seen anybody that actually just plays trade and just forget about it? I don't know. I'm not perfect. So, but to me, even if I place trade risking just a little amount, I still find myself going back to check my trade. So in this class, we'll be talking about 2 or 3 different things. We're talking about what? Your risk per trade. And we'll be talking about your risk reward. And I think the last one will be lot size. Lot size, yeah. The last one will be lot size. Now, I want us to, I said this class will be an interactive class, so I want us to calm down and just talk about this. Okay. Now, risk management. There's no how you talk about risk management without talking about these three basics. How much?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Okay. You said what, sir?
I'm not seeing your screen.
That's my screen.
Yeah.
Wow. What about now, sir? Can you see?
Yeah, I can see.
Abby, can you see my screen?
Yes. I can see your screen.
Okay.
It was
all
when
right,
you stopped sharing your screen that made him thought maybe your screen.
I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah. But now what I'm trying, there is no how you're going to talk about risk management in the Forex market without talking about your risk per trade, your risk reward, and your lot size. Do you understand? Now, when you're talking about risk per trade, for the newbie in the class, Abby, please, I would still, hold a class with you and explain some other things to you, but you really need to be in this class to understand some basic things. That's why I put you in. Now, for most of us, you hear people talk about, yeah, I'm risking 1% in this trade, I'm risking 2% in this trade, but you don't understand what they mean by 1%. You don't understand what they mean by, okay, I'm risking 5% in this trade. Now, I think the Queen of Pips dropped a journal in the group some time ago. I don't know if you follow it or something, but when going into the market, there's something I want you to know, and that's what I've been telling you guys. In the Forex market, there's only one certain thing. That is what? Your loss. You're going to make loss in the market. That is certain for sure. Like there's nobody disputing that fact that you're going to the market to make loss. Now, if you have that mentality, if you have that thought in you that you're going to the market to make loss, then how to minimize and maintain and manage that loss should be your priority. I have a $50 in my account and I want to trade. Now, if I'm going to the market to trade with the $50, how much am I willing to lose in that $50? You shouldn't go to the market with, you shouldn't kill yourself with the fact that because people are making $30,000, you want to make $30,000 in a day. No. I come again. If you have a $50 in your account, how much are you willing to risk? How much are you willing to lose? How much do you know, okay, if I place this trade using the certain loss, if it's my stop loss, if I lose the trade, how will I feel? How will it affect my profits? How will it affect my capital? Sorry. Now, on the last class, we spoke about psychology, about how to maintain your emotions and how to feel balanced. I'll give you an example. On Tuesday, I had a trade. I think I opened like 3 or 4 different positions on that trade. It was late in the night. It was around 6 or 7. No, it was around 8. Then there's this spike of a thing. I don't know, the spreads, they just happened. I was in profit. I was over $200 profit. And there's this spike of a thing. Just, in a twinkle of an eye, I went back to like $100 loss or so. That was because I actually stacked. And it just, the spreads, it just covered my stop loss and everything, just gave me like a loss of $100. And I was like, what the fuck? I just closed the trade. I posted it on my status. If you're on my contact list, you'll see it. I just closed the trade and I was like, okay, from 200 pros to $100 loss. I was like, okay, I'm done for the day. Now, I had no intention of risking. I had no intention of losing $100. If you know me well, you know I don't risk more than $10 in my trade. I don't risk more than 10 pips, I mean. I don't risk more than it. But I think the spread of stuff like that just, it became just wide and it just put me in a lot of loss. And I was surprised. Now, when you're talking about risk per trade, you're talking about how much you're willing to risk on each trade. Now, I think the minimum risk per trade, the minimum percent is come in, where's this stuff? Okay. Yeah. Now, I think the minimum risks you can take, the minimum percent is, I think, 1%, I guess. Now, if you're risking 1% of your capital, how much are you willing to get? How much are you chasing in the market? 1% of your capital. I think that is the minimum. Now, just because I said, okay, I'll come to that aspect. I'll come to that angle again. Now, how much are you willing to risk in the market? If you're risking 1% of your capital, how much are you risking per trade? If you have $100 and you're risking 1% of your capital, how much is that? If you have $1,000 and risking 1% of your capital, how much is that? Are you following, guys? Now, you really need to understand all of this before just jumping into trade, before you say, okay, you want to start trading. If you don't understand all this foundation, you're going to have issues managing risk. You're going to have issues, trades. Now, when we're talking about risk reward, we're talking about, let me break it down for you guys. We're talking about how much we are risking and how much we are targeting, like the profit aspect. How much are you willing to risk? How much are you targeting in the market? That is the risk reward, like your risk, how much are you going to reward yourself, even with your risk, if it eventually favors you? How much are you rewarding yourself with? Now, I think the minimum risk reward is 1:3, right? Am I right, Konzi? 1:3. Konzi, am I right?
Yes, that is the most popular one that used to be about 1:3. I don't know if there's 1:2 or
It's
lesser.
the
So
minimum.
that is the most common one.
Yeah, it's the minimum. So 1:3. Now, you're risking you're risking 1% to get 3%. Now I'll break this down. Just give me a bit. You're risking 1% to get 3%. That is the risk reward. Now, talking about lot size, we're talking about what the lot size we use. Now talking about lot size, that is the aspects I would like us to focus more on. Now, there's a saying that, okay, if you see me as a trader, I'm making $500 profit in a day, and you're feeling so down because you're making $10 profit in a day. That doesn't, you don't have to feel that way. You don't really have to feel that way. Everybody has to work. See, there's something you guys don't know. Forex trade has to take a lot of process. You can make money from Forex trade, fine. You can get rich with Forex, fine. You can make millions of dollars, millions of nairas with Forex, fine. But you can't just wake up one morning and start making those profit. It takes time. That is why most of us blow our accounts. Let me tell you a story about me. The day I learned about Forex, my mindset was, okay, I'm gonna get rich with this. I learned about Forex today, instead $100. The next, I put 100,000 naira next day, and I blew it the following day. 3 days, I lost it. 3 days. Why? Because I went there with the mindset that, okay, yeah, fine, this is it. I'm rich. I'm gonna make money. No, it doesn't work that way. You're gonna make money. Yeah, you're gonna make money, but you don't have to think about making money immediately. You have to think about making money on the long run. How much are you going to make in a month? Putting all of those in places. How much, okay, with this amount, if I work like this, in a month, I should have this social amount. Before you start seeing us make profit daily, I didn't just wake up on a day and decide, okay, yeah, I'm making profit daily. I struggled. There was a day I had to start with $10 profit daily. Then I moved to $15, $20 profit daily. If you have this mentality, you won't lose your money, you won't blow your account. But if you feel, okay, yeah, because my friend is making $100, I have to go to the market and make $100. I have to look for a way to make $100. Then trust me, you keep on failing. This week wasn't that good for me because of the losses I took on, I think, Monday due to the spiking issue. Yesterday, my trade yesterday was so good, I had to recover all my losses, and my trade was just so good. So it takes processing. You don't have to come to Forex just because you feel you want to go. That is why the last class I asked you guys, I was like, what did you hear about Forex trading before you come in? What did someone tell you about Forex trading? Now, if somebody tells you that, okay, you can make money easily, if you start today, you start making money today, it's a lie. Don't let me lie to you. I won't lie to you. It's a lie. You're going to blow your account. Yes, you can make money easily. You can make money a day, fine. But what about the days you won't make money? How will you handle those emotions? Now, handling your risk management, handling your risk is the most important aspect in Forex trading. Now, let me break it down to you guys. Now, talking about risk, let's see. talking about 1% risk per trade. Now, talking about 1%, we have 1% of okay, let's say we're dealing with $1,000. That is $1,000. 1% of $1,000 is $10, I guess. Yeah, $10. Yeah. Now, for example, let's make another example. Example is of this $10,000. Now, 1% of $10,000 is $100, right? Then we have, let's say we have $100,000. Okay. Now, 1% of $100,000 is, sorry guys, 1% of $100,000 is, okay, $1,000, right? Now, I'm talking about the risk per trade now. I'm talking about the risk per trade now. Now you have a $10,000 account and you want to go into trading. Now, risking 1% of this, we have a $1,000 account. Risking 1% of this $1,000 means you're going to trade risking just what? $10 on each trade. Now, if you're risking $10 on each trade, that is where the lot size comes in. What lot size are you using? Somebody should just unmute the speaker if you know the answer and just answer me. If you're risking $10 on each trade you take on a $1,000 account, what lot size will you be using? Anybody? Anybody? Hello?
Come again.
0.1.
Okay, it's 0.1. Okay, I'll come again for people that didn't get me. Now I said 1%. Now we're talking about this risk per trade. We're risking 1%. Now for every $1,000 you have, if you're risking 1% of that $1,000, you're risking $10. For every $10,000 accounts you have, if you're risking 1% of that account, you're risking $100 per trade. For every $100,000 account, if you're risking 1% of that account, you're risking $1,000 account per trade. Do you understand? Now that is where what the lot size comes in. Now, if you're risking $10 in this account, now the lot size would be what? That's what I asked. If you're okay, like if you're going into a trade and you're risking $10, you're risking 10 pips. Okay, let's say you're risking 10 pips. Probably you understand that way. You're going into a trade and you're risking 10 pips. What lot size will you be using to get a $10 account? To get the $10 loss if it's gonna eat a stop loss?
0.1.
0.1. Okay, thank you for that, sir. Now, risking $10 in a $1,000 account to get our risk reward 1:3. That is, if you're risking $10, you should be chasing nothing less than $30. Our risk reward if you're risking up 1% of $1,000, you should be chasing what? A risk reward of 1 to 3. I think that's the minimum. So you should be chasing nothing less than 30 pips. If you're using 0.10, that is what? $30 profit. Are you following? If you're risking in a $10,000 account, if you're risking a 1% to get a 3% reward, that is how much? That is $300. Now the last one, if you have a $100,000 account and you're risking a $1,000 account, that is how much? That is $3,000 profit. Now this is where it gets interesting. Now coming to your level, are you comfortable risking $10 in a trade? That is what you should ask yourself. It's not compulsory you risk $10 in a trade. I risked $1. I've risked $1 before. I've risked $2. I've risked $3, and I got a huge profit. Yesterday trade was $7 stop loss. Now ask yourself, is it compulsory? What loss will you be comfortable with? What loss will you be comfortable with? What about, think about the fact that, okay, I'm going to this market. What about if it's my stop loss? Will I be comfortable with that loss? How will I feel handling such? You shouldn't just get, okay. Yesterday, Mama was talking to me. She said I should go into a trade with 1.00 lot size. I said, no, I can't do it. For other peers, I can. But for gold, I can't do it. Gold is so crazy. 1.00, 20 pips. I would have seen $200 loss, and 20 pips is just a small move. Though, you know, the reward is very crazy. I could make $1,000 profit within a twinkling of an eye. But what about the loss? What about if I don't make that profit? I told you there's something very certain. Loss is very certain. I put everything in place. What about if I don't make that profit? I could have easily made a $1,000 profit yesterday. But what about if I don't make that profit? If I make a 50 pips loss is $500. Do you know what damage it will do to my account? I don't risk more than $10 in my trade. Yeah, because I wait patiently. That is one thing I learned the hard way. Now, the trade I gave you guys yesterday, we had a very good and beautiful entry. You can look it up yourself. It was a very crazy entry. We took it at the tip. It was a sniper entry. And people made a lot of money because I dropped it in the group. Now, the question is, how do you handle your risk? It is not comfort. It is not, see, let me tell you something you don't know. Even if you're risking a $10 in a trade, if you're not comfortable with it, then you don't risk it. If a $10 will do much damage to your account, then you don't do it. You don't risk it. Now, talking about the lot size aspect for the newbies in the class, we have I think we have 0.01, we have 0.10, we have, okay, let me give you, we have 0.01, you can use 0.02, etc, 0.03, 0.04. I'm just going to give you the essential part. Then we have the 0.50, and we have 1.00. This is the standard lot. The 1.00 is the standard lot. Now, we've done this class before, but because of the newbies we have in class. Now, let me put this here. Let me put this here. I hope I don't confuse. Okay, let me put this here as the lot size. Let me just give it a name. Now, let me just give it a name. Lot size. Now, please, before I proceed, is there any question you would like to ask me before I proceed? Please, anybody, just if you want to ask me a question, let's just do that now, please. Abby, do you want to ask a question? Abby?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Any other person? Do you understand how I broke down those three things to you? Evelyn?
No, I have no question.
Okay. Okay. Damlari?
No question.
Yes, sir. All right. So I would like to continue now. Okay, we have 11 participants in the group. All right, thank you guys. Now, now let's go on. Now, this is what I'm saying. Now, okay, I'm coming. Let me just show you. Now, a lot of people, you know, they wrote to me, even the guy from Canada, he was like, He has been blowing his account, and he watched my YouTube video, and it was, he was motivated. And he came to me and he asked me a question. It was like, how can he do it? How can he fix the idea of him blowing his accounts, daily, and that he has lost a lot? And that is the key. Everybody has actually lost while learning. Now, that is what I don't want people to do. That is the same mistake I've been trying to fight against. I don't want you to lose your money. That is why I'm trying to push you through the foundation basis before you go into trading fully. That is why I'm trying to make sure you pass through the structure of trading first. You really need to understand all of this, because everybody will just teach you the fundamental aspect. If you just join trading, everybody was okay, you can do this, just draw your trade line. But nobody will teach you the emotion part. Nobody will teach you the risk management. And if you don't understand all of this, you just keep falling. You just keep falling all of the time. You keep falling. Now, for the people that have blown their accounts, now I'll talk about this. Firstly, you have to work on balancing your emotions. You can watch our psychology class last time and work more on how to balance your emotion. Then two, have you considered the fact that whenever we are busy trying to think about, okay, I want to be making profits every day. When you think about, I want to be making profit every day, that is when you keep on making losses. If you make profit today, tomorrow you make loss. If you make loss today, tomorrow you make profit. And you see your fellow student doing well, then you feel somehow. Now, think about this. Have you think about making $30? Have you think, okay, let me put it this way. For example, how would you feel if you took 10 trades in a month and you make $30 in a month? 10 trades, we have 30 days in a month. If you take 10 trades in a month for newbies, if you take 10 trades in a month and you make, even for general public, yeah, fine. If you take 10 trades in a month and you make $30 in a month, 10 trades, pardon me. Now, how would you feel if you're using a risk management and you're using a risk reward of 1 to 3? That is what? Making $30 per $10 risk in 10 days. Like, okay, for example, you make $30 today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, then the next tomorrow, then the next tomorrow. You trade you don't trade all the time. Like, out of 30 days, you make $30 in 10 days in each month. That is, for a month, that means you have made $300 in profit. Now, I'll come again so I don't confuse you guys. Now, what I'm trying to say is, think about the long term. Like, don't think about the fact that, okay, you want to make profits now. No, it doesn't work that way. Now, when I was giving my testimony that I was able to build a $150 account to $4,000 account, everybody was surprised. But I didn't do it in a month. No. You can ask the Queen of Peeps. I sent her the message like last year when I got the $150. I was like, okay, ma, I just got this $150. I want to start now. I'll keep updating you and stuff. And she said, fine, it's cool. It didn't take me 1 month. It didn't take me 2 months. You have to start thinking about the long term. You shouldn't just start thinking about, okay, you want to go into the market and start making profit today. No. If your friends are making profit, yeah, fine, leave them to it. It's their time. Everybody has a time. Everybody has what he has passed through to get to that point. The Queen of Peeps, when we were chatting, she told me she has lost a lot. A lot. Now, I don't want you to think Forex trading, you have to lose before you win. No, it doesn't have to be that way if you take your time to study the basics. And that is what I've been doing. That is what I've been trying to teach people. You understand the basics. You don't have to lose a lot. Forex trade, Forex trade takes processing. I told you I started from $10. I was trying to meet up with $10 profit daily. $10 profit daily. $10 is 5K. Now, time to think about it. Leave the fact that, okay, your friend is making $30,000, your friend is making $10,000 a day, your friend is making $100 in a day. Leave that aspect alone. Work more on yourself. Look for what suits you. Look for what can work for you. Even if it is $30 you are making, and you trade for 10 days out of 30 days in a month, that is $300. $300 converted to Nigerian money is around, if I'm not exaggerating, is around 150K. monthly. That is enough for most people. That is a life-changing opportunity for most people. I won't lie to you. And $30, getting 30 pips in the market is not something that hard. I won't lie to you. I'm a trader. It's not something that hard. If I want to get 30 pips in the market, I just go look for it. Yesterday, our trader has done 50 pips now. 50 pips now. And when I posted the group, even my phone was there. My phone died. I just opened one entry. I left out. I went out because Jazzy was not around. So the gem was switched off and I just went out and my trade was running. I was not there. I was on my phone, but I was like, okay, yeah, even if I would meet loss, so I would meet $10 loss. I was just so comfortable with my trade. I was so comfortable with my stop loss. Now I reached $7, 7 pips. I hope you know that there's a difference between GBP, JPY and Euro USD, or there's a difference in the monetary value. I hope you know that. Good. Now, so I was like, okay, even if I would lose that trade, my mindset was on the fact that, okay, even if I would lose that trade, I wasn't thinking of even winning the trade. Maybe that has been what has helped me this far. Because whenever I post whenever I place a trade, I don't think about winning it. I just leave it. There's something about me. I have good entries. I have good fucking entries. So I'm not scared. I'm always scared. I'll be like, okay, what about, okay, if I lose the trade, okay, I'll lose this amount. And I would have even deducted the amount from my account. Then I'll just get there and I'll see profit, but I won't be shocked because it's an analysis that I've done and I'm comfortable with before I place any trade. Now, what I'm trying to say is Forex trading is a step-by-step. Now, most of my Yahoo friends, sorry, I'll use the word Yahoo friends, when they come to me, they say they want to learn Forex. I tell them, guy, are you patient enough? Because yeah, you have money, fine. You just want to rush into it, they'll take all your money, all your fucking money, and leave you with nothing. Are you comfortable with building your account? If you're a newbie, if you have $100, stick with something that will work for you, something you know you can easily achieve. Then on the long run, you see it pays off. If you're a newbie, you have $100 account, okay, chase $10, $15 profit or $20 profit daily. Even if it is not daily, chase like monthly. Even if you can't trade daily, because I don't trade daily and I don't advise you trade daily. I don't know about you, but for me, I don't trade. I wait for my setups. Sometimes I can place one trade. I was explaining to Jazzy the before yesterday, because it was like I didn't take trades. No, I told him I didn't take trades. So he was like, yeah, you understand that I wait. I do a lot of waiting. That's one thing about me. I can wait. Like if I want the market to buy, I can wait for the market to sell to that my point, and I won't sell. I know the market is going to sell to that my point, but I won't sell it because I'm not comfortable with it. I have to wait for the market to come meet me, then I can buy conveniently. That's why I have sniper entry most of the time. It's not magic. It's patience. That's why most of my students are doing pretty well. Most of them. And I have one here, I think Quadri. The guy is a beast now. The guy is a beast now. So now, okay, I think somebody's in the waiting room. Now, sorry, let's go back to the word risk management. Now, understanding this concept alone would help you, big time. Understanding what to risk, what to chase. Now, let us now go back to the fact that, what about if you're not comfortable risking 1% of your trade? Have you thought about that? What about if you're not comfortable risking 1% of your trade, of your capital? There are sometimes, personally, there are sometimes I place trades and I'll be like, okay, this trade, I don't want to risk $10 in this trade. Yeah, I'll be like, I don't want to risk $10 in this trade. I want to risk nothing less than $5 or $6. Then I wait a lot for my shot. It doesn't mean because you're following the 1% risk management, you should risk $10 all the time. No, it doesn't. You don't have to always. That is why you have to take your time, construct a trading plan. There's a video on trading plan in my YouTube. Construct a trading plan, then deal with your psychology, then put everything in place, and you know how it works for you. Now, there's this mistake everybody do, newbies mostly do. People like you just got in, you want to start trading, you want to start making profit. There's this mistake we do, we just enter the market, then we put our stop loss in a very big place. We just guess, okay, markets cannot reach here. I did it a lot, so I know how you people feel. I know how you feel when you say you blow your account, because I've blown a lot of accounts. Then we put you just guess, okay, you guess, it's guessing. Yeah, you guess. You say, okay, market cannot reach this part. Yes, market cannot reach this part. You put our stop loss there. Then you keep looking at your phone, and your heart beats start, you start beating very fast. This God, which one profit loss? We see. $30 loss. No, $100. Oh, $30 loss. No, yeah, Moku. And before you know it, boom, you see a loss of. I've held on to a trade that blew my account before when I was learning. The trade was $147 loss, and I was still holding the trade. Why? Because I was a newbie. I was so dumb. Most of my students doing well now. Trust me, they're not even risking up to 20 pips. You can see, let me tell you something about trading. Trading life is a very very interesting aspect when you get to understand all this concept I've been talking about. Now, yesterday when the NFP happened, I was with my system. I won't lie to you, I was with my system. I opened four positions, two on Euro NZD, two on GBP/JPY, sell positions for the two. And my stop loss was, I think my stop loss for Euro JPY was 7 pips. No, Euro GBP and GBP/JPY 7 pips, 7 pips, 7 pips. And when they released the news 1:30, I got to know around 1.129 that they will release news 1:30. I was like, fuck, today is NFP. Before I finished removing my stop loss, they released the news. Then the market just went pum pum. It's my stop loss on GBP/JPY. I was able to remove the news on Euro NZD. Then GBP/JPY is my stop loss. When I check my loss, $15 loss. 7 point something, 7 point something. 7 point something, 7 point something. That's $15 loss. For you to know how much I calculate. And the main reason why I wanted to remove the stop loss was because I know it will go up and down before selling. That was why I wanted to remove that stop loss, because when they release it, it always goes like that, up and down, don't sell. Now I was able to remove this thing, and GBP/JPY gave me up to, I think, $74 profit. $74 profit. Then that one took $15 from me. Then now take note, remove $15 for $74. I still have some profit left. Now think about the fact that, what about if I had used a 30 pips stop loss for the other one, just because yes, I'm a newbie. 30 pips, that is $60 loss immediately. If I have $100 now, remove $60 from $100, you'll be depressed. Trust me. Now, this is why most of people, like everybody, like every newbie tends to fail. This is where they fail to understand. That is why when you lose a lot of money, you feel you can't continue. No, trading is not for me. Until on Shemi, they be trading. There's nobody doing you. Don't let them lie to you. There's nobody doing you. See, if it is 20 pips you are comfortable with chasing every day in the market, if that is what works for you, go for it. You don't have to compare yourself. Sometimes I go for 20 pips. Sometimes I go for 30 pips in the market. If I'm going for 20 or 30 pips, I stack. If that is, I stack my positions, open like 5, 6, 7 entries, 20 pips, 30 pips, that is like $300. Close my market, that's enough for the day. If you keep forcing yourself to become what you are not, if you keep forcing yourself to do what you're not supposed to do, you keep losing your money on a daily, then you'll be like, trading is not for me. Trading is for everybody. Both girls and guys, this is financial freedom. It is called financial freedom. You don't have to beg. You don't have to do a lot of things. You don't have to walk. You just stay up in your bed, just like I'm always doing and posting now. Even when I'm at home, when I'm in my place, maybe I don't do anything. We just wake up, do the needful, do some prayers and everything. Just go back to bed or sleep. Sometimes I'll be on my PJ from morning to night without doing anything. Just have friends over. This is called financial freedom. Now, just because it is called financial freedom, yeah, there are losses there. There are losses there to take, but you need to understand these basics. If you can work with the trading plan, work with the psychology, the risk management, trust me, you're going to be good. Trading is mindset. It deals with your mindset. It plays with your mind. Please, any question before I continue? I think we're almost rounding up. Any question? Any question?
No question.
Okay. Abby?
No question. I'm fine.
Evelyn?
Hello, boss.
Yeah? I'm with you. Evelyn?
Okay. Sorry, my network is disconnecting, but I can hear you.
Okay. Question?
No question for now.
Okay. All right.
Hello, Matt.
Okay, sir.
Matt,
Yes,
I
sir.
think I have a question. You have not actually given us answer to the question you asked, or maybe I did not get when you gave the answer.
Which one, sir?
So I really want to. Yeah, we're talking about if you want to risk $10. Now, what lot size are you going to use?
Okay. Yeah. Talking about lot size. Now that was why I gave you this lot size 0.01, 0.10, 0.50, 1.00. This is the standard lot. This is for big account. This is for big account. Now, there's something you need to know. If you have $100 account below $100, use 0.01. Now, if you use 0.01, this is what I tell people. I tell people that once you finish my training, once we're done, once I'm done training you, putting you through some things, before you know how good you are, you have to test yourself with a $10 account. Don't jump. Don't say, see, there's something you need to know. You shouldn't jump. Don't jump. Don't say because you have learned it, okay, let me just jump and deposit $100 or $200. You will blow it. You will book tea. Trading is, let me tell you something, trading is one crazy stuff that deals and plays with your emotions. Ask people. I'm a living witness. I blew a lot of, see, I will cry like this. There was a time I was so childish. I was crying. I was like, this is my last card. God, why? Someone shame me. You will cry. I'm telling you. Even after learning, I learned for a long time. Ask, okay, Konzi itself is a witness. Konzi has been trading since 2018. He has built a lot of accounts. Do you understand? Now, if you have, start with a $10 account. Don't rush. Don't force it. Don't force it. Don't say because people are making profit, you want to jump into that. If you jump into that, you will jump out. Then once you start with a $10 account, your lot size should be 0.01. So go into the trade with the mindset that, okay, you're just trying to earn, if possible, $10 a day. Then see if you can meet up the target for a week. If you meet up with the target for a week, $10 per day, $10 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday for a week. Then the next week you can change. Okay, I want to increase my lot size to 0.02, $20 a week. But if you don't meet up with your target, then don't change, don't increase. Trust me, even with this, you can't blow your account. If you're starting with a $10 account daily, okay, now imagine you're using okay, let's just say you're using a risk management, a risk per trade, you're using 1%. Now, $10 of 1% is, that means you're going to trade and you're risking $1. Abi, am I right? 10 pips. 10 pips of 0.01 is $1, right? Yeah. Am I right, Konzi? Yes, I guess. Please.
Yes.
You're right.
All right.
Yes.
Good. Now, going to trade with 0.01, you're risking $1. That means for every $10 you have, for every $10 account you have, if you're going into trade, you're risking $1 in that account. Now, how will that account blue? That is a question you need to ask yourself. That means you have to take 10 trade and lose 10 trade before you blow that account. Am I right? Yeah. $1. And it's not possible if you go through the proper learning. There are times you have bad days. You don't force it. There are times I have bad days. Okay, the day I took that loss, that was a very bad day for me because in the morning I took a loss already. I think I took like 20 something dollars loss. I took 4 trades. It is stop loss, 20 something dollars. Yeah. I paused trading. I didn't trade until later that night, and I had a good 250 something profit. But I didn't close it, and the spread happened, and it took me back to $100 and something loss. Now I had to close my trade that day with 100 and almost 150 something. And yeah, fine. I played my Netflix. Kilo call me. 150 something loss is like almost 80K. I just pull my Netflix. It is when you don't have a balanced emotion that you start thinking about, this kinikon. Yeah, I know I risked my trade very well, but there are bad days. You don't expect good days all the time. You don't. If you're expecting to go and trade all the time and make profit, my brother, it's a lie. It's not possible. Even your mentors, they make losses. Ask them, they won't show you. Nobody will show you. The day I made the loss, I posted it on my this thing. The day the spread happened to me, and people was like, "Hey Jay, what's up? What the fuck is this? What happened? What?" And I was like, "It's a spread. I'm making close to 250K, $250, and I don't understand." And they were like, "Oh, maybe it's the broker or stuff." It happens. The next day, yeah, another day I tried to pay back the debt. I tried to pay back the debt, and I just tell it. Now, if you're risking anything below $100, you should be using 0.01. Trust me. Don't force it. Don't rush. Don't rush it. 0.01, 100, 0.01. Yeah, they can open 2-3 trades. Yeah, it's fine. $100. Yeah. But with a $10 one trade, now I'm teaching you what to use. With a $10 one trade, if you have $1,000, yes, you can use 0.10. Fine. Now, now think about it. You have $1,000 in your account and you're using the 0.10. When will you blow the account down? Why will you blow it? It's not possible. It's not possible. Using your proper risk management, it's not possible. You can't blow $1,000 account with 0.10. That is if you don't trade gold. Sorry. Even if you trade gold, using your proper risk management of 10 pips stop loss, you can't blow it. Now, okay, please, I'm asking you guys, I'm throwing a question to you guys now. Now, all your accounts you build, did you follow all these procedures? Sir Adisa. Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm with you, boss.
Okay, sir. Now, did you follow all of this procedure? Did you follow all of this management and the psychology and the trading plan we'll be talking about before you blew your account then?
No, just a one-way train.
Just a 1 week trade. Okay. What about somebody else in the group? Now, Daniel, when you were having issues raising your account, when you were blowing up your account, did you follow all of these procedures? Did you follow all of this process?
No, sir, no at all.
Okay.
In fact, I blew my account up to 3 times, different times.
3 different
Just
times.
just trying to catch my losses.
Exactly.
Revenge trade.
Okay, good. Now, thank you, sir. Thank you for that. No, revenge trade is a very, very dangerous and crazy thing you shouldn't do. Trust me, because if you go to the market trying to revenge, trust me, they'll keep on taking your money. Revenge trade is a very bad attitude. It's a very crazy attitude. That's why you actually need to balance yourself more. Watching the psychology video we did the last class. Damilari, have you ever blew your account before?
Definitely.
How much, sir?
I've blown like 2 or 3 times. The first was 100.
Okay.
The second was okay. The second was like this. I had about 20 USD. Then
Okay.
I it to about 70. Then all of a sudden, because I was just doing without following right procedures, I
Okay.
blew the account.
Okay.
So the third one was about 100 as well. But now I guess I just had to pull out about a month or
Okay.
so.
All right, I understand. Now that is the process. That is the process everybody goes through. I think everybody just have the same thing. You know, everybody has the same thing is facing. You blow your account. You try again. You blow your account, and you feel okay. I'm giving up. Now that is the aspect I didn't actually do because I was like, when I blew my account, the first time, second time, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. I'm telling you, I blew a lot of money. I wasted a lot of money. But my mind was the mindset I had was I can't work for no one. I don't want to work for nobody. I want to be the boss of my own. I don't want to work for anyone. I don't want to go to work 4 hours a day, 12 hours a day. No, beforehand. No, I can make it. And people are doing this and people are successful. So why can't I just try to understand the basics of all of this? And that was when I tried, studying more and just had to just had to pay. I paid a lot. I paid a lot to just get all of this information that I'm giving out to you guys. You have a question, sir?
Yes, boss, but you're depressed.
You said what?
I said you said you never give up, but you're depressed. Are you not?
Okay, I was depressed. Yeah. You're right. I was depressed because there was a time I blew a lot more than I had. I blew a lot more than I had. And I lost, my depression then happened because I blew my money. Then I lost my girlfriend. And you know how that works. I had to stop trading for a while. I had to try to balance my emotions. I couldn't take it, and when I was trading, I was like, I couldn't even take a $1 loss. I was it was so crazy because if I see a $1 loss on my trade, I feel so down. I'll be like, what the fuck, God, I'll be scared. And I'm a good trader, but I had to face those emotions. Now, yesterday, on one of my mentor, he posted something on his status on Instagram. He said he lost a lot this week, that he won't be trading till next 2 weeks. That's what we call he's trying to balance it. That was it. He said he lost a lot this week. He won't be trading for the next 2 weeks. That is how, he said if he continues trading next week, he will do what? Keep on doing the same thing, revenge trading, trying to get all the money back. But if you try to work more on balancing yourself instead of trying to revenge, then trust me, when you come back big. So, any more questions, please? Now, what I discovered that if you take your time and notice all of this, every one of us actually face this aspect of blowing accounts when we never knew about all of these things. Risk management. I never knew about risk management. When I was learning Forex, they only told me just draw your trend line and put your stop loss, take profit. Yeah, nobody sat me down to talk to me about risk management. Nobody sat me down to talk to me about trading plan, about psychology. Okay, sir, Kozi, you have a question?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
The question I want to ask is I'm not sure if it's really a question. What I want to say is that
Okay.
I've been hearing about what's it called, compound interest in Forex. That a
Okay.
lot of people are saying, yeah, it really makes sense. So I don't know if you can actually take us on that too, because I've,
Compound interest.
I've tried,
On
yes,
what?
I've tried
On what exactly, sir?
compounding your Forex income or profits. I've heard of it, and what I
Compounding
heard of it is that
in what aspect?
I
Like I
really
need
don't
to,
know much about it.
is it stacking?
So, but the only thing, no, it's not stacking. Like compounding, probably maybe your profits. I really don't know this, but I know a lot of people have been saying it's
All
really
right,
works
you
and
know
it's
what?
makes sense.
I don't know about that, but just talk to me about it. Private chat me, then probably will just work more on it, you and I.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
All right, thank you guys.
Okay, well, I want to make another contribution. Honestly, I've lost money to the point that I now have a phobia for live accounts. I lost money to the point that funding live account has become a phobia or something like a fear. And up to date, I think I lost $1,500
Okay.
as early as 2018 then, and to the point that I used 2019, well, come 2019, I used some of my project money, my final year project money too. I lost that too. I had to
Wow.
start begging most of my friends before they could contribute the money back for me. So I don't know, but with the look of things, I'm very sure before we finish this master class,
Okay.
I'm going to kill that phobia
You
because
know
I'm
what?
seeing the signs already.
All right. Thank you, sir. Timothy, you have a question?
Yes, sir.
All right,
You
sir.
want to ask when you start a trade,
Okay.
why can't you just increase your lot size to the summation of like maybe your 6 stacks or 2 stacks and just take a single trade? Does he have any benefits
All
when you
right.
start
Okay.
trades?
All right. Thank you for the question. I'll show you something now. Okay. I'll show you. I want to. Okay. Let me stop this. So, Abby, I hope you're not bored yet.
No, I'm not.
Right. Because I know it's the first time you might be feeling left out or something. I want to share you my whiteboard. Now, can you also my whiteboard?
Yes.
All right, good.
Yes.
Now,
Yes, we can see.
okay, all right, thank you. Now, what I'm trying to say now with this question, if you're risking a 1% in a market and you have something like this is an uptrend, then you have a breaking structure, then you're trying to enter this market. Okay, let me do it this way. So now let me see. Now you have a structure here, then you have a breakout. Now, in this, you'll be looking for an entry here, right? For a retest here, right? Now, talking about stacking positions, if I want to stack my position, probably, okay, if I'm risking 1% of each trade, which is probably, let's say you're risking $10 and you want to stack. I think is Babatune in this group? Babs, are you in the group?
Yes, boss.
All right, okay, now talking to you directly now. Now, if you're risking like one position, if you're risking 1% in this market and you want to stack, let's say you're risking $10. Now, this is your first entry, this is your second, third, fourth, should in case market wants to create a new higher low. Now, if the market comes directly, this you can stacking is 0.10 is $10. You can what? Take everything to what? 0. Let's say 0.02, 0.02, 0.02, then the last one 0.0224246, then let's say 4 on the last one. Everything is what? Altogether 0.10. Expect the market to drop, your stop loss below this point. Then the market goes up. Do you understand what I just did explaining this stacking position to you guys?
Yes.
I understand.
You understand perfectly now. Stacking, that is how stacking works. Now, how many of you have discovered this thing? Let me say this funny thing that happens most of the time to traders. Now, sometimes, let's say there are sometimes you feel like, okay, this market is like 100%. There's some market that you feel so comfortable with. Like you'll be like, this market's gold. I swear to God, or Umata. I swear to God. You feel that way too sometimes. We're all guys, we're all human beings. Now, maybe you have a market here. This is Euro JPY. And you have a market here. This is GPP. Now, the monetary value of GPP is different from the monetary value of Euro JPY. I hope you all know that. Now, you now feel, okay, let me buy this with 0.10. Let me buy this with 0.05. 0.10 is bigger than 0.05. Then you find yourself what? Losing this trade and winning this one. Has it ever happened to you before? Has it? Hello? Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Has this happened to
Yes.
you? You understand what I'm saying? Or
Yes.
in a scenario like this, let's say, let me give you another one. You have a trade, you want to stack, breaks out, retest, you're stacking, then it touches here, go, boom. It has happened to you before, right? Doesn't come down to touch the rest. Or you have a breakout, then your stop loss touches there, hits your stop loss, and boom. This has happened to everyone now. Am I correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
You know, then you feel, wait, Sean, don't tell me, Sean Shemini, how do you handle this feeling?
Yes, it has happened.
How do you handle this feeling when it happens?
Most
Frustrated.
times you feel sad
No, you
and
feel
Go and sleep.
honestly, I'd say later.
Just delete the app.
I swear. Yeah, I'm serious. Because there are sometimes I feel like, okay, when I was still struggling, I was like, oh God, what the fuck is this? You know, let me tell you something you need to do or let me tell you something I do that helps me. Whenever I find myself in that position and it takes me out, pew, I will close the trade and I won't check it back again to know maybe it goes up or it goes down. I won't check it. I won't check it for that day. I won't check it again. Probably that was how I built my own balance, balance the peace and love and the psychology. Maybe that was how I built it. Now, if I lose a trade that way, I won't check it back to see the movement. I would rather go and look for other positions, or probably just go away for some time, watch Netflix or do some other things, to get balanced. All right, sir, you have a question, Konzi?
No contribution. Sometimes, like the trade hits your stop loss and things start being up. At times, you might want to join the train again, and the thing will still go.
It's not advisable, Konzi. Let me tell you something, Konzi.
If you are joining again, that's a revenge. So
That's a revenge. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir.
The best thing is to do what you said, actually. Just close the app and just
I hope you can all see me, please. I have my battery is low. I had to change my. You can all see my face.
Yes.
Okay.
Very clear.
Okay. Now, that is called revenge trading. Like you're trying to jump in. Now, there's something I do. If I wait for a trade and it doesn't come my way, I leave the trade for that day. Then I look for another day. Because if I say, okay, this trade is buying and I want to sell, and it's my stop loss, and I start buying immediately. No, that is revenge trading. It's your stop loss and still sell. What about that? Then you lose in two ways. Have you thought about that? You buy, it hits your stop loss. You feel okay, this market is buying. You start buying immediately. Then it's come back and hits your stop loss again. Then if you well, I won't tell him. You know all those feelings now. Well, I won't tell him. You know all those feelings. You know how it feels. So revenge trading is not part of the game. You have to take it out of your mentality. If you lose a trade, calm down, wait for the market to breathe. Yes. You want to ask a question? Okay, I think nobody. Now, lastly, I think we're almost done. So, my advice for guys, you people that have lost a lot and are trying to go back into trading is don't think about the short-term profit. Think about the long-term profit. The purpose of this training is to teach people how not to lose as a newbie, how not to lose a lot, because you hear people say, I've lost a lot. It is possible for you not to blow your accounts even as a newbie. It is possible. You shouldn't go about telling people that, to fish first, or lose, or blow accounts. No. You probably learn from the wrong person, because everybody has to learn from a certain source. I learned from the wrong person too. The person I learned from actually blows his accounts also. Well, it was when I took my time to gather all of this knowledge, gather all of this thoughts and everything, then I discovered I could have a good entry. If you notice, most of my trade, my entry is the best. I call it the best. I call myself the best all the time, because my entry would wow you sometimes. Look at the entry I give to you guys in the group. Most people have not done that entries in ages. Trust me, check it out now. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. Euro NZD. Let me see it here. 15 minutes. Let me hide this. Check it out, guys. Check it out. This is beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. This was where our buy limit was. Can you see this? This is beautiful. We cut the fucking week. And look at how we bought it. Look at the buys. And you know, the beautiful thing is I got this. Let me show you my trade yesterday. Like yesterday was just yesterday was so beautiful for me that I just, maybe because I was feeling good, because when I feel good, I tend to have good trades. I woke up listening to this new song. You would have seen it on my post. I Ladipo. I saw them both the day before yesterday. So I got these 2 trades yesterday. I sold, I bought. So imagine how much profit I made. I sold this trade. I sold it from here. The NFP pushed it down here. I took my trade here. I told you I made $74. Then I waited for the market to come here, then bought again. Now, close my profit here. Now the market is going to get here again. Then I see if I can sell it from here again down. If it doesn't break above, it's coming down. If it doesn't break above, it's coming down. Then from here, if it doesn't break below, it's going back up. Earn your money. Easy. Look at my entry. Look at my exit. This is 7.6 pips stop loss. That's $7. Even if it is our trade, our stop loss, that's $7. Compared to people that will give you, they can tell you, okay, put your stop loss here. Imagine. Then this is how much? $59. Then you keep looking at your trade. As a newbie, this is what you do. Then you keep looking at your trade. Ha, busy. Yeah. Ha, I'm dead. Ha. This is $59 loss if it hits your stop loss, compared to 7 pips. Now, if it is my stop loss, this is what I'll be waiting for. If it is my stop, okay, for example, if the market like yesterday came like this, it's my stop loss, then tested here, I'll be looking forward to sell. Place myself. That is how to trade. Very easy. Trading is not hard. Place myself from here. You just have to have the mindset and the scope. Put my stop loss above this place, this last support. A little above it. Hello, 9.2. Kilanwa. I just have to make it very fun for you guys, because trust me, 61 pips, that's $61 if it comes my way. If I open 2 positions, that's $122. Trading is not hard. $122, that's $50K for a day. If you're making profit of $50K in a day, that is something. You just need to understand all this concept. Okay, now, for example, market breaks. Okay, probably, okay, let me say markets, for example, people that are not patient enough, market what comes, it's your stop loss, and you start selling from here. You start selling because it is your stop loss. Just like who said that? They start selling from here because it is your stop loss. The market reverses back to test this place. Then you said you are using 10 pips stop loss. Hey, sorry, please. The fuck is this? Then you say you are using 10 pips stop loss. Now you enter your market here, you say you're using 10 pips stop loss. 10 pips stop loss is where? Yeah, you would have, then market would have stopped you out before it started selling. Then you start saying, all Ojoro is manipulation. There's no manipulation in trading. It's because you're not patient enough for the trade. This is what the trade will do. You're not allowing it to breathe. You have to allow the market breathe. You know what? After all this, I think the last class will be on structure. We'll do more of charts. That day, we'll have like 2 hours or 3 hours lecture that, because I'll teach you a lot about chart. I'll teach you a lot. And thank God, hopefully, Conzi will be able to take us on how to use our FIB. Because I don't use FIB. I said this week I'll be learning how to use FIB. This starting from today, if I'm done with the class, I'll be trying to learn how to use FIB, because it's not that I don't like it. I love it. I just love it on my chart. That's why I want to use. It's not that I can't trade without using FIB. I just want to see it on my chart, you know. So I'll be learning how to use FIB this week. So guys, any question we're done with the class? Any question? I need you to ask me questions. And please, this is for the general public. Please don't come to my DM if you're not a girl and start asking me, how is your night? Did you sleep well? It sounds somehow. Please just go straight to the point. When how is your night? Guy, you're coming to me to share me shots. Yeah, just go straight to the point. Don't ask me, Timothy, especially you.
Me, boss. I never asked how your night deal.
Please don't ask me, how was your night? Did you sleep well? It sounds, I don't understand. It sounds somehow.
Well,
So
I have a question. You said you placed a trade and it got stopped, but you also said that you made a profit of like $75 or $80.
that's for my Euro
What?
NZD. I said I placed trade on Euro NZD and GBP JPY yesterday.
Okay, but you lost on JPY.
Yeah, $15.
Okay. I don't know that clear. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, sir. Jeremiah, sir, you raised up your hands now.
That was a mistake.
Okay,
Sorry.
sir. All right. Please, any other question from you guys?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay, sir.
Although I think I've asked you that question at your DM, or I want to ask again. Why don't you want? Why is it that you don't like trading synthetic pairs?
Okay, there's
I just
something
want to
about
know.
synthetic pairs. The main reason why I stopped trading synthetic pairs is, I don't know how to calculate pips. Now, let me tell you what made me fall in love with trading currencies. What made me fall in love in trading currencies is what pips calculation. I love it when I say, okay, I caught 65 pips on this market. I caught 100 pips on this market. When you say those words, it makes trading fun for me. Yeah, I had to make fun out of it. I was like, okay, yeah. Last week I caught 200 pips. I mean $200 profit. Last 2 weeks I caught 400 pips in this market. I make 400. But trading synthetic, you can't do that. Then I don't know how to calculate my stop loss in synthetics, so I don't go there. And step index, very crazy. It's on your stop loss. I back tested it for like a week. I had back testing on my trading view. If you place your stop loss here, it will hit your stop loss. Why? It doesn't respect my 10 pip stop loss, and that is what I can afford to lose. I can't risk more than I have. No, I can't risk. There are some losses that I'm comfortable with. I can't see over a $500 loss in my account and I'll be comfortable. No, I can't be comfortable with those kind of losses. That's why I risk a little. I don't go to the markets with the fact that I have to make millions today. No. I was talking to someone yesterday. I told him the land I got it for 3 AM, and I was like, how did you do it? I said, no, I didn't do this in a day. I built this account. That was like, even if you go through my testimony in the YouTube, I told him I built this account for a long time. So it took me a long time. I'm the kind of guy. I'm very patient though. I don't just. It takes time. I build things. I work more on trying to. Maybe that has been what has helped me. That is why if I'm trying to talk people into trading, I ask them questions. And I tell you, if you can make 10,000 naira a day, are you comfortable with it? It is only the greedy person that will say no. I have most of my Yahoo guys, they say no. They want to make 100,000. I just laugh. I say, no, if you don't reach there, you go see as they be. That is what I just tell them. If you reach there, you go see as they be. I ask people, if you can make 5,000 naira in a day, are you comfortable with it? Now, 5,000 naira in a day, in a week, don't think about what you make that day. Think about what you make in a week. Think about what you're going to make in a month. Even people working in the banks don't make 5,000 naira in a day. Am I right? I think, Popo, you've worked in the bank before now.
That's true. I did internship in a bank.
So how much do you guys make?
As an IT student, it was 40,000.
But at least you know the people working, the tellers, the people.
Yeah, yes. Now their money is not up to 100,000 naira. The tellers, TU,
so
around 80,000.
I have someone that works.
No. Hello, Matt.
Sir.
Yeah, it depends on two things. One, if you're the staff of the bank, if you're not a contract staff.
Okay.
Most of TU are contract staff.
Then secondly,
all of them.
No. Then secondly, it depends on the bank. It depends on the bank.
Okay, now,
that's
sir. It's fine. Sir God, are you telling me they pay some people in the bank? I know it can happen, but are you telling me they can pay them 5,000 naira in a day?
Yeah, most of them. Yeah.
Now, are you telling me most of them, before you get to that position in time, can you just easily wake up one day and get to that position? That's certain position.
No, I actually have a friend, a very close friend that works in the bank, though he has been working with them for close to 3.5 years, but he earns well. Keystone Bank to be precise, yeah.
Right. Can you tell me, can you earn 20,000 or 30,000 daily in the bank?
It's not possible now. Even oil companies,
you earn 70,000 daily in the bank?
Not possible.
Not possible.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Now I'm saying, as a trader, if you're patient enough and if you're well skilled enough, you can earn all those amounts daily in your account. Now what I'm saying is that you have to, even if you are okay. Now let me okay. You're saying the banks send 5,000 daily. Do they give it to them that day?
No, now it's not possible now.
What is funny?
You don't give it to them now. You can't get it. You have to work for a month or a year before you get it in a month. You have a question, sir?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I want to ask, my question has to do with someone that works and wants to trade. How do you combine your work with trading?
Okay. Thank you. Now we have different type of traders. We have the position traders, we have the swing traders, we have the scalpers, and if you're working, there's this guy that spoke to me. He's a very good guy. Trust me, he's very good. He's in the group. He trades synthetic, and he was like, he wants to pay for my signal. And I told him my signal is 50K per month. I will give you trades twice in a week, 50K. And he said, okay, he's ready. But I was like, calm down, bro. You're good on your own. Like I'm seeing your trades. You're okay. He said he won't have time. He'll be in school. I said, it doesn't mean going to school doesn't mean you should stop trade. No. You can be a student and you can be a good trader, earning your profit. Now, there's something you need to know as a business class or a student. You don't have to stay with your chart throughout a whole day. I hope you know that. You don't have to stay with your chart. You don't have to sit down with your laptop or you don't. That is why you have to work with what? You have to work with positions. You have certain positions in your site that, okay, this market, once it gets to this position, I want to buy this market. Once it gets to this position, I want to sell this market. Then you can have your buy limit and your sell limit. You don't have to keep checking your chart every day, looking at where the market is going to. Are you with me? Are you getting, sir?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Now, all you just have to do is just what? Have a certain time you'll be training. Have a alert. Have your alert. There's a training video you can have. You have alert. Sometimes I get alerted. Euro USD has crossed this part. Then I say, okay, yeah, I'm ready to buy this market. Have your alerts on each pairs. Now, all you have to do is what? You are very busy. Okay, set a buy limit. Once market gets here, your 10 pip stop loss, your take profits, set it. Then once the market gets it will alert you. Put them on your phone. Okay, the market has gotten to this place. Then all you have to do is just monitor it on your phone if you're making profit or loss. Being in school or being a business class doesn't affect trading at all. Trading is something you can do anywhere. I just like going through charts. Like, it's something I love. If I'm at home, I'm always at home. I'm not the type to go out a lot. I'm always at home. So if I'm just at home, then I'm watching Netflix, or I'm just trying to, see what is happening, trying to create new skills and trying to, advance more on my knowledge, trying to study more. That's why I go through charts a lot of the time. So you can be okay, for example, now you can see the screen now. You can see this screen. You can see the screen.
Yes.
Okay, now, for example, you're a business class and you want to check your positions. You can have your entry here. There's a strong resistance here. There's a strong support here. Very simple. Now I've done my analysis of it's very simple. All you have to do is just look for an entry, wait for market to either break here. If I'm taking this market on Monday, now this is what I'll be looking for. If market breaks here, if it breaks below, retest. If it breaks below, sorry. Let me take this away. If it breaks below, retest, then sell. If it breaks above, retest, then sell. If it doesn't break, retest, then sell. So that is just how it works. You don't have to keep looking at your chart 24/7. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's all. I think. Or what else do you want us to talk about? Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the class. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate your attendance. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. God bless you. You can chat
Thank
me
you,
up.
boss.
You can chat me up if you need any other thing, okay?
Thank you, Mo. Thank you, Mo, Matt.
Thank
In
you.
fact, on behalf of everyone, I'm saying a very big thank you to you. Like, God
Now you
bless
make a
you.
time pass.
Thank you.
Now you make a time. You make this class day possible. Abby, are you okay?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
All right, so I'll be looking forward to the next class with you guys, then the final class. Then after the final class, guys, you're going to the market to make money. We are going to the market to make money. I'll put you all
Yay.
in a group. I'll put you all in a group. Then we'll talk about our entries. Then we'll make money every day. Trust me, we're gonna make money every blessed day. But we are working with a target. We are working with a target. Each one of us will have what is chasing a month, for a week, for 2 weeks, and we'll be disciplined. The next class will be on discipline and I think one other thing. Then we'll do the final class on structure. Then we are good to go, guys. Trust me, we are good to go. So I love you guys. See you guys some other time. Have a beautiful day.
We love you too. Thank you, boss.